Sure. Well, I'd like to thank you all for coming. In my English class, I learned about songwriting and the process someone goes through to create a song.
Yes.
Things I learned were that they said that they needed inspiration to write a song. Do you find that true?
Yes, inspiration is most definitely a big part of the songwriting process. I mean, because without any inspiration, you're not going to have anything to write about, and therefore, you will have a meaningless song to not only you, but a crowd full of millions of people, if your music makes it that far. I mean, basically, inspiration is what you find for your music, for yourself, to, I don't know, in a way, better yourself in things that you pursue and enjoy. Yes.
Okay. Other things I learned were that some people said that they had to be in a certain environment and they can't just sit down and write a song. Like, there was some guy that had a girlfriend who wanted him to write a song for her.
Yeah.
And he couldn't just do it because, like, they were happy together or whatever, but he couldn't just make a song. But then when they broke up, he, like, wrote a song about how sad he was and stuff.
You can't just force a song. Like the guy from Oasis, the guy that writes the songs for them, he only writes in the springtime. Like he can't write a song if it's not spring. So yeah, that's a fact, I guess.
Brian, what do you think?
For what? For the whole, for the whole, like, I feel like it goes back to your inspiration thing, like, they're happy, and he knows to write songs, like, about what he feels, and maybe he just doesn't know how to communicate the emotion of being happy through a song, but he can sadness, so.
Mm-hmm.
And I also agree on that. I mean, there's definitely places and times that you're not going to be able to sit down and just write a music because there's just not every place inspires you like that. I mean, me, like, there's some days that I'll just grab my guitar and go hit the woods. I'll just go out in the woods and I'll play guitar all day. And that's usually when I end up writing most of my guitar parts or anything. I mean, lyrics and music-wise, like, that's more of what I'm dealing with day to day, and, like, just not really venting, but helping not myself but others, like, trying to let other people know that there is people out there that feel the way they do, and, I don't know, it's just a big help thing.
Yeah, it's not really more about, like, venting, it's more about communication, like, that's how we tell people, like, what's going on, not really, like, this is what's, yeah, more
It's
about
like
communication,
expression, kinda.
yeah.
And then other people said that they just mess around with guitar until they hear something, or like, they just, they mess around with the guitar until they hear something they like, and then they find things to go off of that, and the lyrics usually come after that.
Secondary.
I don't really know.
That's what I do.
Yeah, I mean, writing, that's a big part on the guitar writing process, I feel. It's just, I don't know, you just gotta play, and that's how you're gonna learn new things, because with everything, you know, practice makes perfect, but music is one of those things that you can't really perfect, but you can always expand on. So, from there, that is a huge part of the writing process for guitarists, to just go out there and just try new things. But, I don't know, lyrics, like writing music as a lyric, on the other hand, I feel is completely different, because your lyrics aren't always going to match the feeling of the song that, you know, you try to make them for. Like, I don't know, just everything doesn't click, and I don't know, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Then after they find something with guitar, they'll probably like throw down like a bass track and then add some drums with like a drum machine, or if they have an actual drummer in a band, then they can have them do that. And then after you have your song all put together, you might want to make more songs. And usually after you do that, you make an album, and Jen
The demo.
talks
Not an
about.
album.
Alright, well, you can talk about that.
Okay, I did like after you make the songs and the
Yeah.
demos, and what I learned was like the 3 main steps to like get famous is to make a demo and get gigs in like local places, and then either hire a manager or try and sign with a label.
Yeah.
And once you get in the label, they pretty much
Do it
help
for
you
you.
get out there and famous. Anything you want to add?
Well, I think that's kind of the old system.
That's the old system.
I mean, that still goes on today, but I feel like,
What's the newer system?
well, if you really wanted to, you could market yourself and like release all your own stuff. You wouldn't have to go through a label anymore. You could just do like online, like you could just set up your own website. And then,
You could pull Justin Bieber or
yeah,
Rebecca Black.
yeah, just put out stuff online.
just-
and
you
gain
just-
buzz.
I think labels now more just help with like distributing.
Yeah, because well, that's all they did before is you signed to a contract, and all they were doing pretty much was putting out your music and like advertising it.
Can I get that taken out where I speak both those names in the same sentence?
No.
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 Will you at least keep the part where I ask?
But, do you have any questions to ask? Okay, well, this concludes our interview, Dealey.
Thank
Thank
you.
y'all for coming.
Thanks, AJ.
Play us out.